Hola peeps, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another coffee chop and chat Q&A. So we have still had some questions left over from the first chop and chat, so we're going to go through those. And I also have put a post up over on Instagram, and some of my girls went ahead and asked questions over there, so we're going to get into that and answer them here as well. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far, a wonderful week. We just had, my weather is so crazy. We just had a whole like thunderstorm, and it lasted for like maybe 10 minutes, but like everything was flooded, and now the sun is out, and it's supposed to be like in the high 80s today. So crazy. So the first thing, I already went ahead and I nuked this loaf. So again, let me apologize that you are going to be hearing my microwave go on and off because I do nuke my waxes that need to be nuked. Now there are some that I don't have to nuke, and I'll just go ahead and cut into that, but I do nuke my waxes because I don't like cutting into them. If it's too hard, they make a crumbly mess, and I don't like that. So this loaf is from Southbound in Monster Jam. Wow, it looks dark. I don't know why it looks so dark. Monster Jam. And this is just like a roadside farmer's market with all the notes of the fresh jams and preserves collide. I love this scent. Absolutely love this. This is a huge favorite of mine. Now, you do know that I have to glove up because I don't like touching wax. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And let's see which ones we're going to wear today. We'll put these on. These are probably easier to just get on real quick. But I tend to break these. My nails come out of these. So let's see how far we can take these before I have to switch out because they broke it. Oh, let me take my ring off. I hope everyone is enjoying the week, and I hope you're having great weather. I'm so excited for the warmer weather because, again, I am a summer girl and I do love my heat. I do. I know, I'm crazy. All right, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. This is my coffee. I'm not for everybody or everyone, and that is so true. Cheers. Can you even see me? Cheers. All right, so I did nuke this, like I said. I did this one 20 and 20 because sometimes I notice if I go a little bit too long, it'll go ahead and it will crack. So usually I can pop the embeds off like that. So then I will pop them off and just put them aside, and I will put that in my warmer to melt, just like that. Let me get a board. I feel like I'm so not situated this time around. Let me see, can I pop this candy piece out? Probably not. It's a little rough. What? No, I'm going to break it. Sometimes I could pop them out, sometimes I can't. I'm not going to go ahead and mess with that one too much because it feels like I'm going to go ahead and break it. So we're just going to cut into it. Let me situate this so y'all can see. I think you guys can see. Let's hope that the 20 and 20 was good. It's still a little bit hard, but it still cuts with no problem. Okay, so the last question we were up to on the last Chop and Chat was, does your family know about your stash and YouTube channel, and what do they think or say? So yes, my family knows about my wax stash, my candle stash. They also know about my Instagram and that I go live over on Instagram. My daughter will come and shop my stash. She is not huge on home fragrance. There's only a few scents in candle form that she likes. But she will still come and try to take some of my candles. Not wax so much. I've given her a few wax warmers and some wax, and she hasn't even put the warmers up. I just want to make sure you guys still can see. It's different because when I do a chop and chat on Instagram, you know, they'll let me know like, oh, you got to move to the left or move to the right. But when you're just doing a video, it's hard, and I keep looking. I'm still trying to mess with this, but it's not budget, so we just gonna cut it. So yes, they do know. You know, of course, at first they thought I was crazy because I had all this wax and candles, but you know, they've gotten used to it. And my family are the ones that for years have been telling me I should start a YouTube channel. So yeah, they know about it and they're supportive. You know, I do sometimes get, Mom, you don't need no more wax, you don't need no more candles, but do I listen to them? No, absolutely not. It's not their business. So, but yes, they do know, and I think for the most part, my kids used to say, so like when my daughter still lived at home, she would say like when she stepped out of the house to meet up with like friends and people, they would tell her that she smelled like maple syrup. Now, back then I used to melt a lot of like heavy ooey gooey caramel blends. So she used to be like, all my friends say I smell like maple syrup. My son used to get that he smells like pancakes, maple syrup as well. Me, when I go out, even to this day, people be like, oh, you smell like sugar cookies. You know, I'm like, sugar cookies? They're like, yeah, you smell like sugar cookies. To my husband, he stinks. His clothes stinks. He says that no one has told him that he stinks, but he says he smells the wax on himself and he feels like he stinks. So, yeah, so that was one of the main reasons as well why I stopped. I took the warmers out of our bedroom because he did not, excuse me, he didn't want his clothes to continue to stink. So, yeah, but, okay, these little pieces from that candy little embed is falling apart. The next question is, what are your top 3 favorite blends? Now, I have a few favorite blends, but the first one I'm going to say is Carnival by Heyy. Now, mind you, I do love all circus concession type of blends. But Heyy Carnival is what made me fall in love with those kind of scents. And, you know, it's pretty basic, but I just love it so much. The scent, it's caramel, candy apple, and waffle cone. It's just so good. Like, so good. And I'm so sad that she's still closed because I no longer have any more Carnival in my stash. I try to hold on to the last loaf and try to like melt it very sparingly, so I wouldn't be without it. But I just love that scent. I just love it. The next one I'm gonna say would be Beach Nights. I know everybody loves Beach Nights. Like, I love me some Beach Nights. So again, because I have more than 3, I'm just gonna, you know, go ahead and say a couple off the top of my head. Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I love me some cupcakes at Tiffany's. My husband hates cupcakes at Tiffany's, but I love me some cupcakes at Tiffany's. It is just so good. The next one, oh, see, this is what I don't like when it breaks up like this. That drives me absolutely insane. And I know it's just wax, but y'all do you and I do me. That drives me crazy. And the next blend I'm gonna say is I I have it here too. I brought it out for you guys so you could see. Is Start a Fire by Broadway Wax, and this is Beach Nights Toasted Marshmallow Ice Vanilla Woods. The first time I had bought this like in a I guess it was a brittle that she was offering it, and that was like my wheelhouse for that order, because I was just like, oh, I don't know, because I don't tend to like Ice Vanilla Woods. So I was like, I'm just gonna try it and see. And when that thing came in and I smelt that thing, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. But then when I melted it, I fell in love. Like, oh my God. So when she had mentioned that she was going to be closing up shop soon, I begged her for this scent again, because I'm like, I need so much more of this before you close. And she did go ahead and she did pour it. So that's where that pack, I got 2 of those big packs of Start a Fire. I do want to do a customs with her before she closes. Now I'm gonna leave this size because again, I have different size warmer dishes. I do want to try to get a custom in with her before she closes, so I can get some more of a Start a Fire, because I never want to be without that scent. Now I know the first time I had that scent, the scent notes had like white mocha kiss in it from like Bath and Body Works, but then I noticed that when this one came in, it doesn't have it in there. So I don't know what happened or whatever, but yeah. But I love, if you like those kind of scent notes, I would say, and you haven't tried that one yet from Broadway Wax, I would say go ahead and give it a try. It's so beautiful. It's a very lovely, seductive type of blend. I just love it so much. All right, what's the next thing? What are your favorite colors? Oh, we're done with this one. Okay, so that's it for that one. I'm just gonna move it out the way so we have room to chop up the next ones. Okay, don't fall on me. Okay. Let's see, what can we chop up next? Sometimes I could chop up L3 without nuking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and see. Hopefully it doesn't become a crumbly mess. But this is a bunt in Adipose Beach Nights and Miss Claus cookies. The next question is, what are your favorite colors? So since I've been a young girl, purple was always a favorite color for me. Like that was my thing, purple. I'm gonna bring this tin over here just to collect the little pieces. Purple was always a top favorite of mine, and you know, throughout the years, then I accumulated my smaller. Where the heck did I put my smaller cutting boards? Some more colors. So I also like pink. Goodness gracious, where did I put them? I don't know. I also like pink. I like red. I like yellow. I love black. The majority of my wardrobe. Oh, here they are. The majority of my wardrobe is black. I just like black. I just love that color. It goes with everything. And it's very slimming. So that would be what my favorite colors are. So purple, pink, red, yellow, black. Next question is, where do you store your wax? I believe we touched on this. See, that wasn't bad. I believe we touched on this in the last video, but I'm just going to go ahead and reiterate. So I have Sterilite bins. I have them underneath my bed. I also have, so I have a wax room, and I store my wax in my wax room. I have that cart from like Michael's that has like, I believe it's like 10 drawers, and it has like different colors. The drawers aren't all that huge, so I store like my clamshells in there, some smaller pieces of waxes that I can put in there, I will put in there. And that was Adipose, Beach Nights, and Miss Claus cookies from L3. So I would put them in, you know, in there as well. So I have shelves also in my wax room that have like the pull out organization thingies. I'm terrible. That I also have wax in. This next one is a 2-pack of donuts and coconut cream pie from Traverse, and this is sweet coconut pie crust, butter and sugar. This smells so delicious. That's what it looks like. So cute. Something's telling me to nuke this, so I'm gonna nuke it because I don't want it to be a crumbly mess. So I'm just gonna nuke it for a few seconds. Sorry. So yeah, I have wax all over in my kitchen. I have some shelves as well, and they hold like you know, the boxes that you can get from like Michael's as well, those like little storage boxes. So I have some of those in there, in the whatchamacallit, in the shelves as well. So I pretty much have wax everywhere. My back hallway, I have a little table there with like 2 drawers. I have wax in there. I just have wax everywhere. Next question is, what is your favorite thing about the wax community? So I'm gonna have to say, make sure you guys can see. I'm gonna have to say the friendships that I've made and I've kept in the wax community. I have a handful of, maybe even less, of people that I've made friends with in the wax community that I communicate with on a daily. So that's probably one of my main things that I love about the wax community, is the friendships that you make, and then you learn different scents. And again, fragrance is subjective, so what you may like someone else may not like, and vice versa. I can get coconut from this, someone else will say, oh no, I just got like butter, you know what I mean? Like, it just, so it's fun. I'm gonna leave these like this because, again, my warmers, I may cut them down when I take this out to melt, but we shall see. And I think I'm just gonna do that other 2-pack of donuts while I'm at it, so I could just put it on here. And this is a lemon poppy seed muffins, which is cake batter, lemon zest, and poppy seed and brown sugar. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say that the wax community is amazing. It's amazing. Like when I first got into really, I've always, these are so pretty too. I've always burned candles and had candles, like I said in the previous coffee shop and chat. That was one of the questions. But then I had joined like a Facebook group for candles and stuff, and that was a fun group until it wasn't fun anymore. Like then stuff just started it just started getting crazy, and people were being mean and ugly, and I was like, yeah, no, this is not for me, because I will curse you out in a heartbeat. Don't get it twisted. Like, I will give you the shirt off my back, but I also will curse you out in a heartbeat if you try to come for me. And then especially like it was just crazy, and I don't like seeing people bullying other people. So then I put my, I don't mind my business, and I have to say something. Like, so, it is what it is. But yes, I'm thankful for the friendships that I made. I definitely am. All right. Let's see, what's the next question? What scent / blends can you not do? So I can't do caramel anymore. I keep saying I can't do, and I'm still buying caramel scents. Let me reiterate that. I can no longer. I used to love caramel. Caramel was huge, and I had a whole bunch of caramel scents and blends in my stash. These were those two. So we did coconut cream pie, which is that one. And then we did the lemon poppy seed muffin, which is that one. And then it was like from one day to the next, I just could not tolerate caramel. But that ooey, gooey, sticky, heavy caramel, I can no longer do. Like I said, I still do purchase things with caramel in it, because if it's mixed really well in the blend, and it's not that ooey gooey type of caramel, then yeah, your girl can still tolerate it. I need a sip of my coffee. I can't do strong florals. Again, if it's blended well and it's not so potent in the blend, then I can do a light floral. It's not my favorite. I cannot do PPW, pumpkin pecan waffles. Oh my god, that. So like how my husband be saying some scents get him physically ill, I'm gonna have to say that PPW gets me physically ill. I cannot with that scent. Mind you, I did come across 2 blends that, oh god, I didn't even tell y'all. The next one we're gonna do is from the Melting Co, and this is in her ice cream scoops, and this is strawberry pistachio ice cream. This smells so good, and these little scoops are so cute. I had gotten a sample from one of my orders from K's, and as I was unboxing that order and I got to the samples, I'm only gonna do this for like 5 seconds and just see how it goes. I immediately dismissed it when I read the scent notes before I even like opened it up and smelled it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna like this. I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it. I went ahead and I did open it and I smelled it, and I actually ended up really liking it because I did not smell the PPW on cold. So I was excited about that. I was like, all right, I don't smell the PPW. I can do this. And I did. I went ahead and I melted it. And that blend it turned out to be such a gorgeous blend. Again, I did not get PPW on warm either. So that one I can actually do from K's, because, with the PPW in it, because I didn't get it. So I went ahead and I believe it was a blend from the Pharmacist's Daughter. I'm just going to probably cut these down the middle like so. I went ahead and I got a blend from the Pharmacist's Daughter. It said a touch of PPW. So I was like, all right, let's see, because maybe I won't be able to smell the PPW since it says it's a touch of it. So when I got it in, the first day that I smelled the wax on cold, I didn't get the PPW. So I was excited about that. But then as I let it sit and it marinated a bit more, I probably could have put this in for a little bit longer, but I didn't want the thing to melt. Then I was able to get the PPW. Now I haven't warmed it, so I have to see once I warm it if that PPW in fact is gonna come out. And I really try. This is my favorite one. It's so pretty. I really try to love PPW. At one point in my life, I did like PPW, and I think what had happened was, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I went ahead, I lit my PPW candle from Bath and Body Works. I put something in the warmers that had PPW, or it was just PPW. And when I tell you that I got like, I was like so nauseated from it. Like I got so sick. I was like, this, I think I overdid it. And then ever since then, I just cannot do pumpkin pecan waffles. I just can't do it. And I try, like I said, I be smelling it and I be like, ooh, I just can't. I just can't. So that one I really can't do. Like I will really get sick off of that. All right, so that was from the Melt & Co. Strawberry Pistachio Ice Cream. I'm probably not going to put anything else on here because I don't want the scents to mix, and I don't believe I have another pistachio blend in here. So we're going to leave that, like so. So I could probably spread these around more. I'm real anal when it comes to chopping my wax and stuff like that. I mean, I know it's crazy, but it's just the way I like to do it. All right, what's the next question while I'm putting this over there? Are you a morning person or a night owl? I am a morning person. I am up at the ass crack of dawn every morning. My body cannot sleep in, even if it's the weekend. I'm up. Like, I'm just up. Doesn't matter. I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be a night owl, but yeah, no. So I am a morning person. Let's see what we're gonna do next. Let's do these cute little shapes from Rose Girls and Peanut Butter Banana Sugar Cookies. We have an acorn and a squirrel. So cute. I should probably break it up and do some from Instagram. So let's go. Let me go onto my Instagram and pull up those questions. All right. So we're gonna do from my girl Alicia, which she is Alicia's Wax Addiction on Instagram. Her first question is a favorite vendor that has closed. And I'm gonna have to say, I have two of them. I'm gonna have to say Body's Harmony and the Bunny Sisters. Those were my favorite top vendors. I was so heartbroken. I am gonna nuke these. I was so heartbroken when both of those companies closed. Both of their wax, their wax always performed so well in my house. And I was just heartbroken when they closed. Like, I'm gonna flip these. Sorry again. Yeah, so those were my two favorite vendors. Her next question. Let me see what I'm going to chop this on. It's just, that's probably all going to fall. Her next question is favorite custom blend you've created. Now, I need a sip of coffee. When y'all hear this blend or see it, because I did pull them, you're gonna be like, oh, Rebecca, that's so basic. But there's a reason behind it, why they're my favorite. So I first did the blend with Gypsy Monroe. Now we all know Gypsy Monroe is and hasn't been open for a hot minute. And when I did the custom, I had ordered like a few loaves, some clamshells, some souffles, some bakery bags, and I got through all of those. I even gave some to my brother because his wife, she does melt wax occasionally. So, and then I kept one loaf for myself that I will not chop up and I will not melt. So then that's why I did the same custom with another vendor. So then that one I can, but this one's gonna stay in my stash for just memories. And this is the one I did with Gypsy Monroe. This is Gladys Loves Fall. And this is Mac Apple, Cider Lane, and Candy Corn. Now, the reason why this is my favorite blend, my custom that I did, is because well, this is Gladys is my mom's name, and my mother loved, absolutely loved fall. And she loved these scent notes. Look how pretty this was. Well, this is. It has now since changed colors because, again, this one is from 2018. 2018 or 2016? 2018. So it's just been sitting. I don't even know if she's layered. No, she's not layered. She still smells so delicious. So delicious. So again, the reason why this is my favorite is my mom. I lost my mom back in 09, and my mom was my best friend. She was my ride or die, and these are all scents that she loved because my mom used to burn candles and stuff like that, and this is all scents that she loved. So this is why this is my favorite custom that I've made. And again, y'all probably like, that's so basic, but again, it's the meaning behind it for me, that it's my favorite. And I will never, like I said, I will never chop into this loaf or melt it. It's just gonna sit in my stash. So then I went ahead and I made a custom from Case. I have this thing like tripled bag because it's so strong. And I did it with Kay's in the rose loaf, and I named it the same thing. So, so it is named Gladys Loves Fall, and again, it's Macintosh Apple, Cider Lane, and Candy Corn. And this is so beautiful. I will be taking this one out during the fall this year. I got this one last year. I got this one, yes, August of last year. She's super strong. Oh my God, but she's so good. So good. So yeah, that's my favorite custom blend that I made. And again, because it has sentimental meaning to me. Again, I have this triple bag because she is so strong. And I'm like, okay, we got this. I had her first just in 2 bags, and I'm like, yeah, no, I still could smell it. So, all right. So that is my favorite custom blend that I did. So the other question from Alicia is scent notes you thought you'd hate until you smelt it. So that's gonna be Palo. I did not, for the life of me, I did not like Palo Santo. I did not. I was just like, ooh, yeah. Well, when I seen the scent notes at first, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna, without even smelling, I was like, I'm not going like that. I was like, that's just, yeah, no. So I never ordered it. And then I smelt the candle from Bath and Body Works, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I definitely don't like this. And then I believe what had happened was I got a sample from a vendor that was Palo or had Palo in it, and I was like, oh wow, this smells amazing. I hope y'all can see. I don't know how to cut this. I don't know if I want to go this way or go that way. Let's go that way. I was like, oh my god, this smells amazing. And then I melted it and I fell in love. Now, I still to this day do not like the Palo from Bath and Body Works. I prefer Venza Palo. So, yeah, that was definitely scent notes that I thought I was, yeah, not gonna happen for me. And I ended up loving it. Like, same thing with the Starter Fire, because again, I don't like Ice Vanilla Woods. But I have since, I've melted that has Ice Vanilla Woods, and I melted something else. I think it's from Cam Jack Wax, and it's like, it was strawberry or strawberry pound cake with Ice Vanilla Woods. And I absolutely love that scent from Cam Jack. I need to try to get my hands on more of that one. But then there's other blends that I smell with Ice Vanilla Woods, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. So, I don't know how I want to cut this cute little squirrel. I hope y'all could see. I don't know how I want to cut him. Let's do that. Cut his tail off first. Let's just do that. Alright, so the next set of questions comes from my girl Nikki, and her name on Instagram is _xlifewithnikki. And her first question is, what's your favorite recipe? So I'm gonna have to say, okay, can y'all see? I love Italian food. I'm Spanish. I love Italian food though. I could eat Italian food all day, every day. Now, my best friend, we've been best friends for forever and a day, since I'm like 14 years old. So I've been in his family since then, and he's been in mine since then. His grandma, she used to make, let her rest in peace, she would make meatballs. Now, these meatballs were amazing. Amazing. I fiend for them. Like, I used to fiend for her meatballs. And she used to make her own sauce. So she would get up very early. Sunday dinners was really big. So she would get up very early and she would start making her sauce, her spaghetti sauce. And it would go for hours. She would be making that thing for hours. And it was just so delicious. And her meatballs are so delicious. I don't know the recipe. And even if I did, I know I'm never going to get it anywhere near the way that she did. But that would have to be like my favorite recipe. Because for us Spanish people, I'm Puerto Rican, it's basically always like rice and beans and a meat. Like, that's basically, and I've been overeating that. I don't even eat beans. So it's just like, there's nothing really, not a recipe that from, you know, my culture kind of food that I love. I'm more so Italian food. So that was what we just chopped up, is peanut butter banana sugar cookies from Rose Girls. I probably could chop something else up and do right here. So I'm trying to think, maybe I can, this one from the Pharmacist's Daughter, this souffle in Dream House, excuse me. And I don't know, why does it look so dark? Like, this one is strawberry pound cake, which is I guess house blend, or strawberry pound cake, house blend, sugar cookies, key lime pie, vanilla ice cream. So I do nuke my Pharmacist's Daughter as well. So we're gonna put it on there. And we're gonna throw it in the mic for a few seconds. I'll probably do like 10 and 5. Her next question is, what genre of movies do you like? Hands down, horror. I love me some horror movies. Like, I am a big horror flick movie type of girly. I do. I love all that craziness. I do also like comedy. I like comedy too. But horror, if you tell me, come on, let's watch a horror movie, I'm going to be the first one sitting down to watch it with popcorn in my hand. So, it would have to be that. I need to sip my coffee. Sorry, guys. Our next question is, what type of music do you like? So, I like R&B. R&B is my favorite. I can't do hardcore rap. I never was able or really into hardcore rap. But R&B, and again, I grew up with the older sister. She is 10 years older than me, so I grew up listening to like music that, you know, she was listening to at that time, and to this day. So like old school. I do like freestyle. I was a big freestyle person. Like, I love me some freestyle music. I still do. I still would listen to it occasionally. And then as far as for Spanish, I'm gonna have to say, so, you know, you normally have like salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, dembow. So it just, you know, it just depends. I'm a bachata and a reggaeton person. That's just what I like. That's pretty much what I listen to when I do listen to music. I don't know where that piece goes, but there you go. That was that for Dream House. So we're gonna move this out the way. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll be right back. Just gotta move this out the way. And then remember which one's which. I'll remember. Come on, you can do it. My gloves be getting like so like kind of greasy like, so it's like hard for me to try to pick stuff up when I have these gloves on because of the wax. All right. The next set of questions, pick out what I'm gonna what I'm gonna chop into next. We're gonna chop this. This is by Broadway Wax, and it's all whipped up, and it's sugared cronut, jelly glazed donuts, pomegranate blackberry whipped cream. There was 2 in this pack. They're like, I don't know, presents, gifts, shapes, or whatever, and this smells so good. So I saved one. Oh my God, it's so good. I think that's upside down. But that's what she looked like. She's so cute. She's so cute. I love Broadway Wax. Broadway Wax performs really well in my home. I have no issues with Broadway Wax. I love her wax. I'm just going to nuke this probably for like 5 minutes. Hopefully it'll cut nice with just being nuked for 5 minutes. Because I can't remember how long I had nuked the other one for when I did melt it. Because I melted the other one around Christmas time. So we're going to hope that 5 seconds was good enough. All right, so excuse me. The next set of questions comes from my girl Candace, which she is here on YouTube, and Instagram, Wax to Love. And our first question is my favorite childhood memory. So I'm gonna have to go with, so when I was younger, again, I was born and raised in New York, so I'm taking it back to that. As a family, we would go to all of the Yankee games. Like my father was a huge, and so was my mother. Both my parents were huge baseball lovers, and they were Yankee fans. And we would go to like all their games, and like my mother would. Okay, that cut good. My mother would get a cooler together, and you know they would have their beers in there and snacks for us, and you know drinks for us. And we would be with all these coolers. It'd be a group of us. It'd be like my parents and me and my brothers and sisters and not sisters. And then like my aunt and my cousin. So my cousin that normally I have her or be talking about her on Instagram. She's the one that put me on the wax band. So, you know, it would be us, and we would have an amazing time at the game. So that is, my parents worked a lot. So by the time they would get home from work, like my mother would get home, she would cook dinner really quickly, and then it was a shower and off to bed. She was up very early in the morning. So, you know, when I was able to see my mother for more than an hour in the morning would be on the weekend. So I always look forward to spending time. I was a daddy's girl growing up until I was about 15, and then I became a mama's girl. That's when like I shifted and was all about my mom. So, you know, spending time with my father at these baseball games, I always look forward to it. So, you know, we used to have a lot of fun. So that is one of my favorite childhood memories. Did I not say? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. What else we could chop on here? We'll do this one. From Savannah Blue in Strawberry Rhubarb Zucchini Mac Apple. Again, I love me some strawberry rhubarb. I feel like there's not enough vendors that offer strawberry rhubarb, and I so happen to love Savannah Blue's strawberry rhubarb. This smells so delicious. Like, you get the strawberry rhubarb, I get the zucchini, and I get the mac apple. Did I show y'all that's what it looks like? How so pretty. How so pretty. Okay. We're going to Nuka really quick. I'm going to do 5 and 5. Her next question was, oh God, stop yelling at me. Jeez, Louisa. All right, let me just let this go through before it keeps yelling, and then I can ask this question. All right. Let's hope there's enough time. 5 and 5. I'm always cleaning up because this drives me insane. I hate a mess. I definitely hate a mess. Our next question was, if you could choose one place or a country to visit, where would it be? I'm going to have to say Bali. I've always wanted to go to Bali. Which one should I cut with? This one or that one? I've always wanted to go to Bali. Like, and I still do. I probably should look into it. And, all right, you cut so nice. I probably should look into that and plan a trip. My best friend, it's hard for me to plan trips because my best friend, who I would travel with, because my husband will not get on an airplane, and my best friend will not get on an airplane. So it's like, who the hell am I traveling with? my niece, my one niece, she will definitely get on an airplane, and she would, you know, she'd be down to go anywhere. So she and I, we just booked, no, well, not just, but we booked a trip to California. And we're going to California because, and I'm sure everyone in this wax community knows him, I am going to see, I probably could leave that like that. This one's a little thick, so I can cut into that one. I'm going to see Jason. So again, I know that everyone in the wax community knows of Jason. I love Jason. That is my brother. I love him to death. We communicate basically every day. He's the sweetest human being on the face of the earth. I just love me some Jason. So yes, we are going to see Jason. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait for that trip. But yeah, I don't really have people that will travel with me to go places. So it's hard for me to say, okay, let's plan a trip. Let's go on vacation somewhere, because unless it's drivable, my best friend's not going to go. So, and then I can't sit in a car for like 6, 8, 24 hours. I can't do that. So that doesn't work. I love to fly. So I'm the first one to be like, nope, I'll jump on a plane with no problems. So yeah, Bali, I would probably have to go with my niece, because she would definitely jump on a plane and go anywhere, because she's good like that. So that was a Savannah Blue and Strawberry Rhubarb Zucchini Mac Apple. I probably can cut one more thing right here. I'm trying to, I still have whatchamacallits, cutting boards left, and I'm trying to fit all this on one. I probably can cut this one though, because when I get to the loaves, like, I need a whole board of just that for the loaves. So I think I'm going to chop this next. This is Savannah Blue Sweet Berry Cookies, which is strawberries, a blueberry jam, sugar cookie dough, and marshmallows. This is so pretty. Let me take it out. It's so damn cute. I can't. So we have a strawberry on there and a blueberry. And then we have like these little sprinkles. But on the back, it also has these little sprinkle thingies. And then that's what it looks like. It's red, white, and blue. So this is perfect for like the 4th of July. I probably will pull this for the 4th of July, because I tend to melt red, white, and blue for that day. Let's see, let's do 5 and 5 on this one as well. And then we'll get back to the questions. Okay, that's that. Alright, does anybody else like to fly? Like, I know that's kind of like, oh, hit or miss with people. You know, I just... And everyone thinks I'm crazy, because my favorite part of flying is takeoff and landing. That's my favorite, absolute favorite part of flying. I love takeoff and landing. I do get somewhat antsy after an hour up in the air. Like, I feel like, oh my God, I need to touch ground. Like, my feet need to just touch ground. But I could rock it out. But again, it can't be too long of a flight. Like, I'm good like from here to Florida, because it's only like a 3-hour flight. And again, still within that first hour of the flight, I'm antsy. But we're gonna see. This broke apart. See, when they're layered, they always seem to break apart for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. We're going to leave it like that. I wonder if I could pull these embeds off. Probably not. Probably not. I didn't want to cut into them, but I guess we're going to have to. Alright, I think that one stick together. Yeah, so that's where I would want to visit, would be Bali. So, next question is from the questions we had left off before. Do you like or dislike chopping wax? I love, oh, this one came off too. I love chopping wax. It's very therapeutic to me. I will sit and chop wax, you know, for hours. I be watching something in the background, some type of either YouTube video or show or something, and I'm just chopping and chopping. I love it. But I know a lot of people are like, oh, I like, you know, smaller pieces or like mini melters because you don't got to chop it. Just put it in the warmers. I'm more where I like pretty waxes and I love to chop. So I don't have an issue with chopping. I'm really trying to save this strawberry. So I'm going to leave that piece like that. And we're going to just melt that piece like that. It's not huge. It'll be fine in my big plate warmers. So, okay, we're done with that. So let's move this out the way. This. So yeah, I do love chopping wax. And again, I know it's not for everybody, but I just rock out with it. I don't know if y'all can hear me. So that's why I kind of sit quiet really quickly while I put that over there. So yeah, next question. Do you prefer wax melts or candles? So I like both. I need another sip of my coffee. I do like both. Now, we all know how, you know, these candles, once you get to the halfway point, they start smelling like kerosene and all that good stuff. I do like, especially in fall and winter, I do like the ambiance of a candle. I don't, however, have time to dedicate to burning a candle. By the time I get home from work, it's just not enough time for me to light a candle, let it fully pull out, you know, and enjoy it. So, in that aspect, then I prefer my wax melts because, again, I chop it or I don't need to chop it, throw it in the warmers, and I keep it moving. So, but I do like both. It's easier for me to just, what am I going to chop next? Let's do this loaf from L3 and cupcakes at Tiffany's White Elephant Exchange. And White Elephant Exchange is powdered donuts, vanilla wafers, white cake, and vanilla frosting. I also will melt a candle down and make into wax melts and just put it in my warmer because, again, I don't got time for these candles to be acting crazy. So I will go ahead and melt them down. If it's a mini candles that I get, because I don't get no throw from the mini candles, but sometimes if it's, you know, it's a scent that maybe, for an example, if it's a Walmart wax and I only can find it in like the 1 wick candle, I will pick a couple up and I will melt those down and make into melts and then use them in my warmer because those things definitely don't throw for me, burning as a candle. So stuff like that I will get. Or if they would gift it to me, you know, a mini from Bath and Body Works or something, I still will just melt them down and turn into more wax melts. So, but I do like the ambiance of a candle, like I said, especially in fall and winter. I just don't have the time. Next question. Okay, I heard you screaming. All right, let's get it. So, the next question is, are you a coffee or a tea drinker? I absolutely am a coffee drinker, hands down. So, I used to go back and forth with coffee and tea. I would like drink just coffee for like 6 months out of the year, and then I would switch up and then drink tea for the other 6 months out of the year. But the past, I'm gonna say, year and a half, 2 years, it's been just straight coffee for me. I will drink coffee all day, every day. I love me some coffee. Like this cup that I'm on right now, this is my 3rd cup of coffee since this morning. I will just drink and drink and drink coffee. I just love me some coffee. I am a huge coffee fiend. We joke and say that if they drew blood from me, it's going to be coffee that's going to come out, because I drink coffee all day long. So like on the weekends when I'm home from work or whatever, again, I told you guys before, I'm up very early in the mornings. So I will drink coffee especially on the weekends, from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. I only eat once a day. That's just, I don't get hungry like that. So I only eat once a day. And so Saturdays I normally take, you know, for like cleaning, like really, really cleaning my palace. So I will just run on coffee. That's it. Because the minute that I stop, can y'all see? The minute that I stop to like eat something, I need a nap. Because I get so full that I need to take a whole nap. Like I'm a child or something. So that's why I just will drink my coffee until I know that, all right, I'm done with my cleaning, and then I will eat something. My best friend's always fighting with me, like, oh my God, you gotta eat, but whatever. But yes, I am a huge coffee drinker. Love me some coffee. Now, I don't do Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks coffee. Nor do I do the Spanish coffee like my parents used to do. So like that Café Bustelo, I cannot. Okay, that's too strong for me. I like more of like the lighter, light roast coffee. So, and I put a lot of light cream. I don't drink it with regular milk. I have to use a light cream in my coffee. So it's very light, my coffee. But yep, that is what I do. I hope y'all still can see. Okay, where are we? How many warmers do you have out? So I'm always switching out my warmers, you know, per my decor. So as of right now, I will be switching out soon for summer. So my decor for summer. But right now, I'm going to kind of like flip this, because I feel like, goodness gracious, sorry I screamed, guys. I feel like y'all wouldn't have been able to see. This is driving me crazy. I need to kind of move this somewhere and get it up. Okay, so right now I have I'm using 20. So, but again, it either goes up or it goes down depending on what I put out for my decor. because I match my warmers according to my decor. So it's like a whole process for me to switch out when I'm changing out my decor, because again, it's not just changing out, you know, like my decor pieces. I got to do the whole warmer stuff. And again, I have so many warmers, so I have to go through, you know, my stash and see what warmers I'm gonna pull out and use. So it's a whole process. It's like a whole job for me to do. So okay, all right, and we're done with that. It smells so good, like so good. That is driving me bananas. So we're gonna have to slide. Maybe I should slide this down a little bit more. Y'all probably like, girl, I know, but that's gonna drive me crazy if I leave it. Okay, that one's done. I'm probably only gonna do like one more, because we are already an hour and 5 in. So I'm probably just gonna, let's see, we'll see how it goes. Oh God, geez, Louisa. Just stay together and don't fall. That's all I need you to do. All right. Now they all went to one side, so now I have to kind of, I hope y'all still can hear me. I'm just moving them. They all went to one side, so I'm trying to spread them out so they don't stick to each other. I feel like this video is a hot mess express this time around, but what else? Okay, sip of coffee time. Yeah, I'll probably chop one more up and see. Oh, sorry, how it goes from there. Which one? I think I want to do the salt mountain, because I'm definitely going to pull this from my one of my summer baskets. Was this, right? Is this the one? Yeah, this is more like a summer scent to me. It has pineapple in it. We do have it double bagged. Salt Mountain Paradise, and this is banana, coconut cream, fresh pineapple, vanilla ice cream. I haven't smelled this one in a minute. Oh gosh, I get banana and pineapple. This is so good. All right, that's what her look like. She smells so good. We're gonna put her in there so we can nuke her. Okay. I'm gonna do. Normally, I do like 30 and 30 for my loaves, but my microwave is still, it's warm because of everything that I've been nuking. So now I'm just doing like 20 and 20, so it doesn't melt in the middle, and then when I cut into it, it's like a gooey mess. So I'll probably even do 15 on, because I flip it over. So I did 20 on one side, and now I flipped it over, and I'm gonna do 15 on that side. The next question this one I had to double bag too, because how potent. Ugh, okay. She's so pretty with all that glitter. All right, the next question. Let's see. Let's clean off my chopper because this is drive me crazy. Next question is, do I have any pets? And yes, we have my baby. We have a dog. His name is Caliber. And Caliber is I hate saying this word. He is a Shishan. So he is a Shih Tzu mixed with a Bichon. He is, a small dog. He is my husband's dog, actually. I bought him for my husband. So Caliber is 4.5 years old. We got him when he was just 3 months old. I had bought him for my husband as a Valentine's Day gift. My husband loves all types of animals. If we could have a farm, we would have a farm, because my husband just likes all types of animals. So he really wanted a dog. I didn't. At that time, I really didn't want a dog. I was just like, oh my God, I really don't want a dog. But that's what he really wanted, and I didn't know what to get him for Valentine's Day. So he was just like, I was going to get him a watch that he liked, and I said, let him know, because it was more of a dressier watch. So I was like, let me tell him what I plan on getting him before I spend all this money on this watch and this man won't even wear it. Because my husband really don't go nowhere for him to wear like a dressy watch. And thankfully that I did tell him, and he was like, yeah, no. He said, don't. And it happened to be, we was out and he seen the watch and he was like, oh, I really like that watch. So that's when the light bulb, I was like, all right, that's what I'll get him for Valentine's Day. My husband is kind of hard to buy for. And when you ask him what he wants, he'll tell you nothing. So, and my kids, they're the same. Like, they're terrible. It's like pulling teeth trying to figure out what these people want. So I told him, and he was like, yeah, no, where am I going to wear that watch to? It's a dressy watch. I don't want you to spend, money on that. And it's just going to sit. So I'm like, okay, so then what can I get you? And of course he was like, oh, nothing. And then a few days later, he was like, I want a dog. I said, oh God, Jesus. So I was like, you want a dog? And he was like, yeah, because mind you, at that time, it was just me and him in the house. Our kids left. There was no one in the house but me and him. And the house was quiet, but I appreciated that quietness. I really did. The house was quiet. And he was just like, oh, the house is too quiet. The kids are gone. And we only get the baby because we, get my grandson on the weekends. He was like, so it's just quiet. I want a dog. I was like, oh boy. All right, I guess. So I'm like, okay, let's start looking for dogs. So we started looking for dogs. And there was a few that we had seen that we had liked, and when I would call, the dog was already either spoken for or they were gone already, blah, 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 blah. So we came across a dog, and my husband was like, oh my God, I really like this dog. Like, he really, really liked the dog. So I said, all right, let me call. Now, it was a female dog that he seen, which happened to be, did I say my dog's name? My dog's name is Caliber. We call him Callie. So it happened to be my dog's sister they had the picture up of. So he really liked the sister. So I called. They told me she was available. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go this weekend to go see this dog. We drove 4 hours one way for this dog. Okay, we get there, and I tell him which one I'm interested in or whatever. He goes to the back and comes back out and says, her name was Star. He comes back out. He goes, okay, so we're treating her for like an eye infection. So there's a couple of things we can do. He's like, we can send you home with the eye drops and you can continue to treat her. But he didn't tell me exactly what she had. He said, or we can continue. You can leave her here. We can, like, yeah, I guess put money down to hold her. He said, and we can continue to treat her, and then when she's better, you can come and get her. So I said, yeah, no, that's not happening. I said, listen, we drove 4 hours here. There's going to be another 4 hours to drive back home. And then you want me to come back again? I said, and my husband was like, yeah, no. And again, he could not explain to me, like, what was wrong with her eye. So I was like, yeah, no. So now they let all the doggies out. Or they were little puppies. So now they let the puppies out. And they're all over, you know, they're hyper. They're running all over the place. And my husband really feels like, you know, you'll know when it's your dog. So my husband's picking up the dogs one by one. And he'd pick it up and he'd look at it. He'd hold it up and look at it and be like, yeah, no, this ain't the one. And put that one back down. And he did that to a few of them. So here comes Caliber. Caliber he was so laid back. He really wasn't doing any kind of ruckus. He was so quiet, so chill. Now, again, my husband loves playful dogs. Like, he loves the dogs to be running around, you know, all that good stuff. And I was just like, when he picked up Callie, he was like, this is him. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, are you absolutely sure? I'm like, because look at that dog. He's just so laid back. Like, you don't like dogs like that. You like dogs that are very playful and very crazy. And I'm like, I don't see you with this dog. This was Paradise by Salt Mountain Milk. So I'm just going to move her to the other side over here. All right. We possibly can do another one. So he continued to be like, yes, this is it. This is the one. And I was just like, I don't know about that, right? Because, again, he was just very frumpy and very just, yeah. I was like, all right. So we take the dog, okay? First of all, coming home, I'm holding the dog in the front seat. And the dog done puked all over me, okay? He was car sick. Puked all over me. We had to keep pulling over, whatever. I'm like, okay, this dog is already a problem. So I'm like, I'm just getting puked on, whatever. We get home. Now I'm ready to be up all night because now we done took this dog from his mama and his siblings. He's probably gonna be crying all night. So now I'm like, all right, I'm prepared to be up all night because this dog is gonna be crying. Now, that dog, the minute we got into my house, all that little laying around, acting like he was so quiet, that changed immediately from once we walked into my house. This souffle is from Teddy Bees and Sundresses and Lemonade, is it? And Lemonade, which is fresh ozone and air, roses, jasmine, lavender, vanilla, melon, sugared lemon with a fizzy twist. Now, y'all probably like, oh, you just said that you really don't do, you know, like florals. And you're absolutely correct. I remember it had to, I don't even remember when it was. I had got a sample of this scent. And I melted it in my bathroom and fell in love. It was a few years ago. I fell in love with this scent. And I still, to this day, love it. So, I only melt it in my bathroom. So, that's why I only got a souffle of it. But she is beautiful. And I know a lot of people like this scent. So, okay, let's pop you out. You could do it. Come on. Oh, let's use my cutting board for this one. Well, the cutting board for this one. Let's get it together. Let's see if this can pop out. Yeah. I'm going to cut without nuking. So, yeah. So, this dog done changed into... This is so beautiful. Changed into a whole different dog. This dog... First of all, he didn't cry or anything throughout the night like I thought he was going to. He slept with no problem. So I'm like, oh my God, this dog fooled us. So that's the joke that we have. Like, Callie fooled us because he acted like he was going to be so laid back, so chill, so calm. Yeah, no. He is a wrecking ball. Like, he definitely is hype. Like, he's very, very hype. And again, he showed us his true colors the minute we stepped into that house. He probably was like, all right, I'm already home. They're not going to take me back. So now I can show my true colors. So he kind of psyched us, you know, when we first saw him or whatever. So, but yeah, we love Callie. Callie is our baby. We absolutely love that dog. All right. Maybe one more, and then I have to be absolutely done because it's almost 12 o'clock, and we are already 1 hour and 20 minutes in. Where was I at? Okay, time to turn the page. I wanted to try to get through these questions so I didn't leave any hanging. And I think some of these, like this next one, are you a seasonal or a mood melter? I already answered this before, I think at the earlier chop and chat, where I said I'm more of like I like to say I'm a seasonal melter, but I'm also a weather melter. So, you know, I think I touched on that. The next question was, what's your favorite type of cuisine? I already said it's Italian. I love me some Italian. I love seafood. The next question, okay, I'll answer this question. Let's chop up, because I want to melt this, but I don't want to chop it up because it's so pretty, but I know if I have it chopped, I'm going to melt it. So this is a loaf by Swanky in wild blueberries. And this is blueberry goodness is what it is. It's blueberry cobbler, blueberry muffins, and blueberry parfait. So if I don't chop it, I'm just going to keep saying, no, I'm not going to cut into it, and I'm not going to melt it. And again, I love me some blueberry, and this is blueberry, like, goodness, heaven. She's just so pretty. My lighting stinks today, but she's so pretty. Oh my gosh, she smells delicious. Oh, and she is layered. I don't nuke my Swanky, so let's hope and pray that you behave because you're layered. You don't give me no issues. All right, I just gotta, and this will be the last one that I'm gonna chop because again, this is probably going to take forever to upload. All right, where was I at? Do you store your wax by vendors or by scent? So I've tried all different kinds of ways on how to store my wax. So at one point it was by vendors. By one point it was by scents. By one point it was just like all souffles with souffles, all loaves with loaves. You know, I just rotate. I just whatever. Right now, how I have it is by vendor. Move some of this. Okay, great. Making a mess because now I'm trying to rush. Right now, I have them by vendor. I want to make sure y'all can see. Except for, can y'all see that? Yeah. Except for my strawberry blends. I have all my strawberry blends together in one container. But everything, oh, and my Palo blends. I have all my Palos together, separate from, you know, everything else. Just because I don't want it to take any of my other waxes to take on the scent of Palo. So, because Palo's strong, and even if I double bag it, I can get it. So, why am I still cutting with this? So I do have, you know, a separate bin for my Palo blends, and I have a separate bin for my strawberry blends. And then I do house most of my clamshells. I have them like in my drawer thingies, so I have like all the clamshells together. They just fit better and stay better that way. But for the most part, I store my my wax by vendors, and I do double bag my waxes. Oh god, that one broke apart. I do double bag, especially if it's like really potent, the scent, and it's coming through. I, will double bag or triple bag if need be. This smells so delicious. So yeah, that's how I have it right now. Let me see. Next question is, what is your favorite style of wax? Loaves, clamshells, bags, etc. So now, I'm going to say, I wanted to try to save that, but it's not going to work. I'm going to have to cut into it. So, I do love loaves. I love loaves. Again, I don't mind chopping. So I do love me some loaves, especially, I told y'all before, I'm a sucker for anything cute, pretty, glittery, all that good stuff. So that's how I'll be getting caught up with these loaves. Yeah, this is just not going to stick back on here no matter how much I try. So I like loaves. I do like my shapes. You're not going to just, we're going to lay you down because you're misbehaving. This I'm probably going to stick over here because I don't want this blueberry loaf to get the scent. That's going to fall. I know it is. Of this, because this one is very strong. So until I have a chance to put it in the bag, we're going to do that. I do love shapes. Again, all cute stuff. I like clams. I don't love clamshells, but if they're decorated like the bathing garden, she has some beautiful clamshells. So if they're like, again, because I'm a sucker for all things cutesy, and that's what gets me, then I'll do clams. I'll do clams again if I'm ordering from a vendor and they're offering a scent and it's only offered in the clamshells, then I will get it. I also like, and I know I'm in the minority here, I do like scent shots, but I like the round scent shots, like the ones from Yummer's Delight. Those are my favorite type of scent shots. To me, they're just, I can store them easily, and I like them. I prefer them over the oval ones. Ugh. I didn't want to hit this one down here because the way I'm cutting. So, of course, you separated. Sure you did. See how my nail be popping through my gloves? Let's turn you around. So yes, those are the forms of wax that I take. I like souffles too, especially like Teddy Bees and Salt Mountains because they're always so damn cute. Southbound makes some very pretty, I'm gonna leave that one like it is. Some very pretty souffles, so I do like souffles. Okay. All right. We're almost done with these questions, so I'm gonna, here we only have, do you have any favorite TV shows or movies? So I love anything true crime. I am huge on true crime. I love any kind of docu-series. I do like reality TV. Depending, all the ratchetness I like. So yeah, and I love true crime. I am a true crime fanatic. My husband be like, oh, are you watching these shows to try to find a way? I be like, boy, let me tell you something right here, right now. I love my freedom way too much to go to jail behind somebody. Like, that's just, no, yeah, no, not gonna happen. My favorite movie, I have a couple of them, but A Bronx Tale is one of them. Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, Goodfellas, and horror. Like, I love anything horror. And the last question, and then we're done, is how do you feel about glitter and or decor in wax? Like I've always stated, I love cute waxes. If it has glitter, I'm all for it. I love the prettiness of it. Like I like it. That's just what I like. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to get out of the warmers. I'm gonna go ahead and take these. Oh no, I have to pick up again. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get it out of the warmers. Like I had to clean my warmers out this morning from what I melted last night, and the glitter was all up in my warmers. And again, sometimes I hot dump and then I clean out my warmers with like soap and water, but it don't bother me. Like you know, it don't bother me. So anything pretty, girly, glittery, I'm on it. Your girl is on it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. It does not bother me. And I just clean out my warmers. It's not a big deal to me. So, but that is it. I think we did pretty good with the chopping. There's only like 3 things left that I have left to chop. We'll do that off camera another time or whatever. But thank you so much for your questions. Thank you for rocking out with me on this coffee chop and chat. I'm sure later down the line I have pre-orders that are gonna start trickling in. So look, my thumb just came completely out, so this is garbage. That I'm probably gonna chop up, because again, if I just leave them in my bin the way that they are, then it's gonna take me, like this one is from May of 2022, and because I didn't chop it up, I haven't melted it. But I have to chop. So if I chop them, not as soon as I get them, because I normally don't have time, but close enough to when I get them, I chop them and then put them away, then it's a better chance that I'm gonna melt them sooner than later. So, but thank you so much again for rocking out with me on this coffee chop and chat Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. Ciao.